hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.
What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from under30wealth.com, and a real estate investor and real estate broker by day, online instructor and teacher by night. So I'm in here filming in the studio another video to help you out in your real estate investing ventures. So this video we're going to be talking about mortgage payments, and a quick rule of thumb. This will be a short video. So a lot of times, being a math guy, I'm trying to think, analyzing deals, trying to think, all right, if I put this much money down and I take out a loan for this much money, what would my loan payment be per month? And then you can try to calculate what your annual loan payments costs would be. And by knowing these numbers, you can then factor them into, your cash flow projection. So if you're buying a rental property, you got to know how much rent you're getting, and then you got to know your property taxes, insurance, all your different expenses. And one of those expenses is the mortgage payment. So to quickly analyze a deal, to get a rough idea of what cash flow, what return you're going to make, you got to be somewhat accurate on the mortgage payment. But maybe you don't have, all the time to go sit down and use a formal calculator online. So I made this little chart here today. That's what this video is about, which is just the different quick factors. So starting off with the basic $100,000 loan amount, and then I've got different interest rates. So depending on the current interest rate environment you live in, or your credit score, whatever you can qualify for. So we've got the basic 15 and 30-year loans. So a $100,000 loan, 4% interest rate over 15 years. That's going to give you a factor of 0.0888. So when you multiply this factor times the 100,000, that's going to be, what your annual payment is. So the quick factor is just to round this up to 0.09. So in this case, you're looking at about $9,000 a year is what you're going to be paying in principal and interest for a 15-year loan at 4% interest. Now, the 30-year loan, you're going to be paying about $6,000 a year. Your factor is 0.057, so this rounds up to roughly about 6%, and that's going to be about $6,000. So when you think about how a mortgage works, you're going to have $100,000 that you're borrowing at 4%. So you're going to be paying about $4,000 per year in interest. And then the remaining amount on the factor, so if you take this 0.057, so 5.7% minus the 4%, that's going to leave you about 1.7%. So that's the principal amount that you're paying. So $4,000 per year is going towards interest. The other $1,724 is going to go towards principal. So roughly you're looking at, about $4,000 in interest, about $2,000 in principal is a quick factor rule of thumb. Again, it's not going to be accurate. It's just a quick factor. If you can memorize these, they'll help you quickly analyze different mortgage amounts. So anytime, you're taking out a 30-year loan at 4%, you can just multiply whatever your expected mortgage amount is by 0.06 to get a rough estimate of how much the mortgage payment will be per year, combined principal and interest. And then we got, same thing down here, 5%, 6%. So the factors go up a little bit because your interest rate's going up. So it gets up to 9.5%, and then 10%, 7%, 6.5%. So it kind of goes up incrementally a little bit depending on how the interest rate goes up. So that's just a quick video today. These are quick factors. Right now with interest rates for 30 years being around 4%, you can just think of this quick factor here, 0.057 times whatever your mortgage amount is, or if you want to round that up to 0.06 for simple math. So for every $100,000 I take out in a mortgage, I'm going to pay about $6,000 a year. So let's say you're buying, a $250,000 house. You put $50,000 down. That leaves you a mortgage balance of $200,000. So you're looking at roughly, $12,000 a year in mortgage payments on that $250,000 house, which is about $1,000 a month. And if you're trying to rent it out, whatever cash flow, your rental income you're getting from that property, then you could subtract your $1,000 a month towards your mortgage payment. And that's going to give you a rough estimation of what kind of cash flow you've got left to cover property taxes, insurance, and all your other expenses. So these are just quick factors to help you do those quick analyses of different properties that you're considering purchasing, rather than having to sit down and do a formal spreadsheet and a real calculator if you don't have that kind of time. So thanks for watching. If you thought this was helpful, hit the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for lots of more helpful videos on real estate investing and wealth building as I share, what I'm doing day to day to build my net worth that I think will help you build your net worth. Take care.